Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your midday news fix for Thursday the 16th of May. New Zealand dairy giant Fonterra has announced a change in strategy. It's signalled an intent to divest investments in non-New Zealand business operations. Political editor Jason Walls has the latest.
CEO Miles Hurrell says Fonterra's strengths lie in producing world-class ingredients such as raw milk, milk powder and cheese, and selling that to consumers or other businesses. And that's what the co-op will be focusing on from now on, meaning it's looking at selling off its Fonterra Oceania and Fonterra Sri Lanka arms of the operation. Hurrell says a divestment of these assets would help create a simpler, higher-performing co-op.
The police minister is facing an uphill battle of retention, with New South Wales enticing cops across the Tasman. The state is 1,500 officers short and has announced it'll fast-track New Zealand officers as recruits. Training requirements will be shortened and Kiwis with at least 7 years' experience can keep their current rank up to senior constable. Mark Mitchell says we simply can't match the money Australia's offering.
We should acknowledge them and thank them for their public service for us here in New Zealand, and I'd never stand in the way of any police officer making their own decisions based on what's important for them or their families.
Auckland's mayor is touting his long-term plan proposal at an Auckland Budget Committee meeting this morning. Councillors are discussing the plan, which includes a transport plan to put a fee cap of $50 a week on public transport. It also features the start of an Auckland Future Fund, investing council's remaining shares in a diversified fund. Wayne Brown says the plan shows Aucklanders are being heard.
We did get broad support from the public for the direction of our plan. We've listened and I've largely done what they've asked for.
The government's enforcing more sanctions on actors from Iran and North Korea aiding Russia's war on Ukraine. Political reporter Demelza Jackson has more.
The Foreign Minister has announced action against 28 individuals and 14 entities for transferring weapons to Russia and helping forcibly deport Ukrainian children. Winston Peters says Russia is supported by its military-industrial complex in its illegal aggression against Ukraine, attacking its sovereignty and territorial integrity.
New Zealand has now sanctioned more than 1,700 individuals and entities since 2022. NEMA says its emergency response capabilities weren't fit for purpose in last year's storms. The National Emergency Management Agency's published its internal review into the North Island's severe weather events in 2023. It's found 19 lessons and recommendations to improve their response and recovery capabilities. Acting Chief Executive Jenna Rogers says they lacked staff depth.
It's fair to say the emergency management system is somewhat built for a bit of a sprint, these sort of short, sharp weather events. But when we have longer events like Gabrielle, which went on for over a month, it's really difficult to sustain.
To sport, the Phoenix could still face a financial loss from this weekend's home A-League football semi-final against the Victory, despite the prospect of a sellout. Revenue from playoff fixtures goes directly to the APL governing body. Wolverhampton have lodged a motion to scrap the use of VAR in football's Premier League. Second seed Paul Cole has advanced to the semi-finals of the World Squash Champs at Cairo, and the Hurricanes have re-signed loose forward Braden Yosse until the end of the 2027 Super Rugby season. I'm Malcolm Jordan, that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.